Is that the veil?
Yep, the veil.
So what is it?
The veil's the only thing protecting the traveler from the witness.
What?
Well, the veil, it veils.
I get that, but it feels like you're using the veil to define the veil. Can you just explain it?
So it's kind of like when you put a veil on something.
You don't know.
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
No clue.
That's what I thought. Destiny 2 is a game full of so much story, it's almost impossible to keep track of. So there's bound to be a ton of things in this game that just make no sense. So I went on Twitter and asked you guys what you think makes no sense, and I chose the best ones to discuss in this video. And let me just get this out of the way. Yes, the game's price makes no sense. It's overpriced. I can't do anything about that, and that's not what this video is about. This video is more about the actual game itself. But Bungie, you could lower the prices. So without further ado, let's start the video, shall we? Bandicool asks, why does our power come from a really big ball? It just makes no sense. I mean, can you imagine all of our power coming from a big ball? Just imagine like, I don't know, a galaxy surrounding a huge ball, and that ball provides life and light. That would be absolutely crazy. Ragelot says that what doesn't make sense is that if Cades Gun, the Ace of Spades, is canonically one of a kind, how can Guardians run around with one to call their own? So, canonically, a lot of weapons are one of a kind. And if they're the signature weapon of a character, that character will give it to you, unless that character dies. And as we all know, Cade 6 unfortunately passed away, but he went down like a badass. And that's why we have access to his gun. But my Ace of Spades is the actual original. All you guys that have an Ace of Spades, they're just a bunch of knockoffs. Trust me, Cade told me. What's that? He's alive?
Yeah, me too, kiddo. But hey, I'm here now.
And he has an Ace of Spades in this trailer. Okay, so maybe mine is also a knockoff? But the guy I got it from said it was legit! Puppet says, the fact that I can't just wear or equip multiple exotics, let me be a god, damn it. Look, I understand that exotics are overpowered most of the time, but I sometimes wish I could just wear 4 exotic stuff. It'd be cool if they maybe had a limited time mode in PvP where you can have all exotics, but I feel like that might break the game. But come on, imagine how this would be in real life. You couldn't wear the best shirts or the best hoodies or the best hats at the same time. But luckily, real life isn't like Destiny. Sebastian 5K asks, how can you always stay with 1 HP, no matter how high you can fall? Well, that's not really true, because you can just fall off the map and you'll be at 0 HP. But yeah, in general, no matter how far you fall in an area where you're allowed to be, you'll survive. And trust me, I fell off some pretty high places to check.
Will Keitel be okay?
I have a feeling she can take care of herself.
I guess in these scenarios, you could say that it's maybe the shields protecting you. It's kind of like how you have a rechargeable shield in-game. Every time you get shot up, it breaks, but eventually it recharges. And falling off a huge cliff is probably the equivalent force of like 60 bullets, give or take. So that's probably how you survive. And it's definitely not because of the way you land. As most parkour enthusiasts know, if you want to land from a high place, you gotta roll right after, and that breaks your fall. It's parkour 101. The Killer Pyro says, why do we need a pass to fish? We have strand rope and stasis freezing. Can't we just grab a fish with the powers? You see, you're missing the point, The Killer Pyro. You don't fish because it's easy. You fish because it's boring. And trust me, Destiny 2 makes fishing super boring. The only fishing more boring than this is from Sonic Adventure 1. Yeah, I said what we're all thinking. Sorry, Big the Cat fans. All 6 of you. Boba Paul says, what is up with how we can go into space perfectly fine without any extra gear, but Titan's water is deadly without a breathing apparatus? So this is actually physically accurate? In the vacuum of space, the pressure is about the same consistently, so you can kind of work around that pressure point. However, underwater, the pressure builds and builds to a point where it would crush you. Water pressure is different than a vacuum of space. It's one of the main reasons why we can explore most of space, but we can't really explore the ocean. Most of our equipment that we send down to the bottom of the ocean end up being broken by the pressure. It's why we know more about space than we do about our own ocean. Who knows what could be lurking down there? Oh my god, what the hell is that? Bernardo DeBull says, it's been almost 6 years since the OG tower, Destiny 1's social hub, was destroyed during the Red War, and we still haven't finished rebuilding it. You can even still see ongoing construction from D2's tower. Look man, construction takes a lot of time. The workers are working really hard, and they got a strong union, so they get weekends off, you can't overwork them without OT, and you know we don't got the budget for that. Not to mention the amount of time it's taking, it's not that slow. Have you seen how long it takes for people to construct like a simple building? I swear, there's been construction a couple blocks from my house for like 8 years now. I don't even know what they're building. The fact that the tower is basically functional says a lot. Tony ruins the joke. What you said is fair. Like, yeah, we can't conjure heavy ammo out of thin air. We all know that heavy ammo is the poop of our enemies. It comes out of their butts, duh. It's what heavy ammo's been all along. It's in the lore. But the reason why I'm including you is because I like the meme you posted. It made me smile. Thank you. Why is it that when I shoot something with a shotgun and hit someone point blank, it does less damage than if I was 3 steps back and do the same exact thing? Is my shotgun a Nerf gun at point blank, but a 50 BMG a few steps away? I don't know what shotgun you're using, but Destiny is definitely one of those games where shooting someone point blank is like an instant kill, and shooting someone like more than 3 feet away is a Nerf gun. So I think you have it mixed up, dude. Or maybe you're just bad? Axe Peck asks, where does your Sparrow appear from? We have no idea how this actually works, and we never question it, because the moment we question it is the moment it won't come. You want your Sparrow to come when you call it? Good. Don't ask where it comes from, okay? Because if they know that you're thinking about it, they're gonna find you. Get the thought out of your head. Naxel says, how come Bungie doesn't polish or add substantial content to Gambit or PvP when they make up a big part of the player base? I agree! Thank you! Somebody said it. I feel like I'm one of the only people that really enjoys Gambit and absolutely adores PvP over PvE most of the time. I know most people don't want to fight other people and be all sweaty, and the game is pretty competitive at a higher level. But what really frustrates me is that we haven't gotten a new map for PvP or Gambit in forever. And I was expecting Lightfall to give us that. Come on, Bungie, give us a map in Neptune for Christ's sake. Give the Drifter more things to say. He's a goofy goober. Let him goofy goob. And one of the main reasons that I really like Gambit is that I have a friend group that plays this game, and we're a group of 4. So 90% of the time, they're kind of playing with each other. But when I come in, we can play Gambit all day, baby. And trust me, you want me on your Gambit team, because I'm the type of guy that goes to the teleporter and team wipes consistently. I'm that guy. Put me on the team.
Kill that Primey! One down. 2. The executioners come to town. Are you having fun yet? I am.
I feel like PvP in Gambit is that one meme of the mother holding up a child while the other one's drowning, and then the skeleton at the bottom of the ocean. That's Gambit. Tara says, we get treated like we aren't the person who saves everyone multiple times solo. You know, Destiny isn't supposed to be played alone, although I'm always alone. But I get what you're saying. The NPCs get all the credit when you did all the actual work for them. And very rarely do the NPCs actually help you. Except at the end of Lightfall, those NPCs, they came in clutch. In general, this comes with the territory, because they know if they start giving us credit, we'll stop being humble. And if we get an ego, we'll realize that we don't need any of them. And then we could just take over the whole world, the galaxy, the universe. Who's gonna stop us? So yeah, keeping us humble is literally keeping the galaxy intact. So that's Destiny 2 makes no sense. There's probably a ton of things I didn't cover, but let me know what you guys think makes no sense in the comments down below. And if there's like a ton of comments, I'll make a sequel. But now, to my fellow Guardians out there, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.
Just dance with the homies.